Turning now to the pandemic and the province's plans to slowly start reopening parts of the economy.
That process is starting soon with a loosening of restrictions in some areas, but not everyone is celebrating. CTV's Queen's Park Bureau Chief Colin D'Mello is live with more. Colin.
Well, Michelle, in just a few hours, the state of emergency will officially be lifted in Ontario as this province marks a new phase in its pandemic response. But even in the areas that are reopening, there is some concern. In the city of Kingston, there's a nervous anticipation in the air as the region prepares for an economic reopening.
To immediately go from a lockdown where you have to stay to 5 people outdoors and stay to your household to immediately going to green, I'm a little apprehensive, a little cautious as we head to green.
Kingston is one of 3 regions that will be designated as green zones beginning tomorrow as a result of low transmission rates. Life will largely return to normal with indoor dining, indoor fitness, casinos and cinemas, and wide open retail. A reward, local health officials say, for months of sacrifice.
I do feel our community deserves to be able to go to a hockey rink, to watch their kids play hockey, to go to a fitness studio, to get their hair cut.
The Ford government has promised that the rest of the province is not far behind. On Tuesday, February 16th, 28 regions will see their restrictions relaxed. They'll move into the color-coded system, but the exact placement has not been determined. And on February 22nd, Toronto, Peel, and York will likely be designated gray zones. While it's still a lockdown, retail will be allowed to open with 25% capacity. But the patchwork of provincial reopenings has led to some concern of green zone tourism, that those in lockdown areas might start to feel the itch and decide to travel, which is why some are calling on the Ford government to now consider travel restrictions.
We know that people will travel into areas that are not locked down from areas that are locked down in order to, to shop or to go to restaurants or try to get, some kind of opportunity that they don't have at home.
Interregional travel just before Christmas led to a sharp rise in cases, and health experts say the province has to keep a close watch.
If cases start to rise in various regions, I think you have to take urgent action because this is the type of infection that can get out of hand very, very quickly.
Those in Kingston are pleading with others to stay home.
You only risk spreading the infection and then closing down the province further.
A risk that could be too costly to bear. And while the Ford government has resisted implementing any kind of province-wide travel restriction, local medical officers of health are taking their own actions. In Prince Edward County, as an example, they're telling out-of-towners not to come in. And if you do come in from a stay-at-home order zone, you could be denied service. That stay-at-home order is going to be in effect in Toronto for at least 2 more weeks. Reporting live at Queen's Park, I'm Colin D'Mello. Now back to you.
Thank you, Colin.